Hello everyone, my name is Andres and I'm from GameDev Estonia. This is the first video on our YouTube channel. I hope it's not the last one. I'm planning to make a series of talks about different active and interesting people across Estonia that are somehow involved in Estonian game dev community. Not only game developers, but researchers, people organizing different events, game jams. And the first person that I want to showcase here on this channel is Raimond. He's the head of the virtual reality and computer graphics lab at Tartu University. And he will explain me about his work and laboratory and their events. I will tell in advance that those are game jams. And let's not waste your time and start the video.
Okay, so a brief introduction, perhaps.
Yes.
So
yeah, what introduction, please? Yes.
Yeah. So I'm the head of the computer graphics and virtual reality lab. So we have bunch of people. I'm kind of leading the lab and managing the lab. Now, what this lab does, it says computer graphics and virtual reality, but it's also game development. But when we created the lab, it was so I'm like on the computer graphics side and on the computer science of computer graphics. Like what is the math that goes into shading 3D objects in video games, for example? That's what I'm really into. But I'm also into the education side of that. Yeah, and then there was another person, Madis, who was from the virtual reality side, as you can see, with the headset and all. And two of us, no, actually there was also Ats Kurvet, but three of us together then founded this lab in 2016, something in that year. But what we mostly do is that it's a study lab. It's for students, and it's for students to learn game development, computer graphics, and virtual reality. And I think our main value here is the different courses we're giving. So we have courses for students in the University of Tartu for game development and design, game engines, virtual reality will be a new course next spring, programming patterns in computer games, and well, there's also a computer graphics part, and of course the evolution of video games is here with some logo from you guys. And in addition to these, we are organizing these game jams. There's also a dedicated page for game jams. And our strategy here with the lab and the institute with the game jams is that there's three of them, and our main goal is with two of the game jams, it's for new people. Well, we want people from high school who are thinking about maybe I can make some games. I've never made any games before, but maybe it suits me, and they can come to our these make your first game type game jams. So that is kind of this thing, and we have educators from our side, and mostly the same people who are giving our courses or like support and instructors or educators from our side who help then these people to succeed in these learning oriented game jams. And then last year we thought that okay, this is good, education is great, but people people want to compete. Some people want to compete, not everyone, but some do. So then we thought, okay, let's make this make your best game jam. And this is what's coming up in January. Besides the game jam, we actually want to organize an expo of our students' video games. The students have done during the fall in several of our courses many interesting game prototypes, and in the end of January there will be an expo, and that's a good time for that. October and April are in the middle of the semesters, and there no one has time to present anything or don't have anything completed yet. So that's good, and my future vision is to grow this into some kind of a conference so that we'll have an expo, we'll have this pro game jam, make your best game, like really bleeding edge people, like
professionals,
compete. Professionals compete,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can also invite like game development companies, people who are looking for these professionals perhaps to employ, or if there's some sort of like exchange of ideas and inspiration, then that would be like a synergy I would want to have in this end of January like conference thing.
Fully, I think it's a great idea, and I'm pretty happy. Yes, I'm really interested myself to visit this expo, but due to coronavirus, are you planning to do this kind of half online, or will there be a physical place where you can really play those games, or it will be just online event? How are you planning to do that?
Yeah, exactly. That's like the biggest problem. Like I actually wanted to make this thing last year, but so right now for next January, right now the plan is to make the game jam hybrid. So it's on location, but people can also participate remotely.
Mm-hmm.
And Expo will probably be on location, but maybe on another day, so that everyone doesn't come at the same time and there isn't a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But the Expo is still kind of loose on what day and when but like the Expo is quite important to do on location because there are several virtual reality projects as well, and these are difficult to show online.
Of course.
Yeah. But if the situation worsens again, then we have to push everything online. But hopefully it won't. Yeah.
It looks like it's getting a bit better lately,
yes.
So maybe there is a possibility that it will be offline. So there are game jams. You're planning to do the expo. Are there any other events that you're taking part in, or something else happening?
So there's like two approaches I can use to answer your question. First of all, we were at GameGenerator with our students.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
I know. We were there too.
Yes, and I actually saw Camille. I didn't see you.
Yeah, I haven't been there. Yes, I've been on some other event outside of Tallinn at that day, but Camille was there. And, yes, he's seen you there too.
Yep, and so my push is that students, I want like students to show their games at different events, at different expos, not just like in our, like in the Delta building where we're located, but all over Estonia basically. And so this was at Startup Gaming. So the Startup Days is this big thing that happens in Tartu, which is all about startups, but they also have the Startup Gaming sub-event. And then, well, this was the Delta opening, but previously we have been in robotics. I can briefly go over. So we were also at Game On. So this is in Lithuania. Yep. So I think Game On was like, this was a really, have you been there?
No, I heard about it a lot.
Okay.
But,
this was like a fantastic event. Like there's like lots of geeky stuff, lots of presenters. So this guy was the guy who designed some portion of Train from Finland, right? And like amazing convention, gaming convention. So in this big building in Lithuania. And our students, we showed some VR stuff, and there was lots of interest in this VR game. So Jens was our student at the time, and so this was like an amazing event. And also some arbitrary other events, and there's robotics again. But so this is one of the like things that I push towards, that I want students to get this real world expo experience. And of course we can make this expo in January in our like Delta building, and maybe like our educators go around and look at these games. But I think the key value is if like actual like people you don't know and who don't have like some sort of angle that just are there to see some games, and if they then play your game and they find maybe new ways of playing your game just naturally. And I think this is like one of the places where key value comes for students to grow into like game developers. But to answer your question, like from a different perspective, I wonder if I have some visuals. No, I don't. Okay. So basically, I'm from the lab and everything. This is from the Institute of Computer Science. And in the Institute of Computer Science, we have, yeah, exactly. We have basically two bigger kind of events. So one is Career Day. So this is not related to gaming specifically, but it's for computer science, right? But game development can be part of it. Career Day is usually for companies, so it's a fair. Companies to come, put up a booth, and then students go around and check out these companies.
Basic, understandable, fully, yes.
Yeah. And another so that's like when the student graduates, they can see where to go to work, right? Yeah. And another thing is the Institute's Day, and the Institute's Day is more like our more internal. This is where an internal event where students go to different labs. So they come to our lab, they go to other places. Look, basically all the labs have these open doors, and then students find the field they want to specialize in or something like that. These are the main events, and the Institute stays in fall when students are looking for thesis topics, and the Career Day, that's in spring. Well, this one comes March the 3rd, right? And this is like there because this is where students are going to graduate in a couple of months, and so having some connection with some company they like is a good opportunity there for them at that time.
Sadly, I will stop this video here. I hope you found out something interesting, and of course I found out many new things for myself, and I will be happy at one day to attend one of the game jams organized in Tartu University. And if you have any questions or you want to be in one of those videos that I'm doing right now, you can always contact me. I am pretty active everywhere: Facebook, Discord, and LinkedIn. So thank you very much for your time, and see you in the next one.